We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go!
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now Prescott. He'll check this one down to Vaughn. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Cowboys at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the 1st as well. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. A give running right is Vaughn. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. CeeDee Lamb. Still going. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
7-0 is our score. Ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Delson in motion. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You look at this Cowboy defense. They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
Back to Mixon on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 3rd and 5. And Stroud now to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Prescott. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Prescott to throw it. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. And
taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Throwing. Prescott. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And the Texans force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game. And that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Diggs going in motion right. Play action. Stroud now. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Here's Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Stroud looking to throw. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here goes Stroud again. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
And that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Stroud. These guys running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
They'll give it to Mixon. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Prescott from the gun. Dancing to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here we go, 46, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they'll send the tight end in motion. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Second and 10.
47. 47. 46.
Prescott off play action. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Now Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now a second and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Final play of the half, Stroud. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Only 2, right?
Pierce will try to pick it up. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to, whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Inside handoff to Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. Forced out to his left. That's complete. It's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Stroud sets up the play action. To the sideline and incomplete. Fair to say it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The throwing again is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line. Now Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Stroud. This is caught. They're all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
In motion, that's Tolbert. Prescott. This is caught. It's close. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock. On play action, Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
This is the old adage, partner. Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Now Prescott going to change the play. Again, a run with Vaughn. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Vaughn, they'll try the left side. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance of the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flushed it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now they'll audible to something else. Prescott on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's fourth. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll go play action here with Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Well, certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got it to Collins, complete.
A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's Stroud.
Toward the pylon, caught.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Yeah! Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, 47. Kill.
Here's Prescott. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Now Dak.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Running left, it's Mixon. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. And now here comes their final timeout, as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run again. And the Texans are going to have a first down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. What a finish in this.